Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Benton, and here's another financial brief in under 2. Investing. You may have heard of it before, but what is it exactly? Some people look at investing as speculating or gambling. Others view it as savings. In reality, it's a little bit of both. All investing involves risk. There is no ironclad guarantee that any investment strategy will be successful. In fact, the faster you need your money to grow, the more risk you will need to take. But why should you invest? If you're around in 2022, you probably know about inflation. It's a term used to explain the increase in the cost of goods over time. According to the Department of Labor, the annual rate of inflation has increased 3% on average since 1914. Let's quantify that. If you were given $200,000 when you were 40, by the time you're 60, that will buy you $108,000 worth of goods. Given that same amount of money at 20, that purchasing power drops to $60,000. Because inflation exists, if you're not growing your money, you're losing it. Even if you are growing it, to get a real return, that growth rate has to be greater than inflation. It's a tough game. So how do you participate? Compounding. Let's say you're making interest on your savings account. When that interest is paid, it adds to the balance. Next time interest is paid, it'll be based on that increased balance, giving you a higher interest payment. You are now earning interest on your interest. So how does this impact your savings? Let's say you invest $5,000 a year for 30 years. That's a total of $150,000 invested. Assuming your funds grew at 6% every year, if you were to reinvest that growth, after 30 years, you'd have $395,000. That's the power of compounding. To make it easy for you, I'll leave you with a simple rule, the rule of 72. You invest a certain amount of money, and you want to know how long it's going to take for that money to double. Take 72 and divide it by your rate of return. That will give you the number of years it will take for your money to double. For example, if you're earning 8% every year, you would take 72 and divide it by 8. The result, in 9 years, you will have doubled your investment. Let's say you have 10 years until you retire. You have $750,000, but you need $1.5 million to live comfortably in retirement. Divide 72 by 10 and arrive at 7.2%, or the annual rate of return you will need to hit your goal. In summary, you may be hesitant to invest because you're afraid to lose money. It may help to know that by not investing, you're losing purchasing power, which has its own risks. Not all investments need to be aggressive, and if you start early, compounding can afford you more leeway to hit your goal. Click the link below for more information.